Chapter 1. World War III has started and no one told us. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Albert Einstein. Einstein warned us about the destruction of modern war. But what if the next World War does not begin with nuclear fire? What if it begins with a login? World War III will not look like the wars of the past. There will be no clear battlefields, no armies lining borders, no missiles lighting up the sky in the opening minutes. The primary weapons will not be guns or bombs. They will be code, artificial intelligence, malware deployed from halfway around the globe. The physical army becomes secondary. Cyber soldiers, drone operators, digital intelligence units. In this kind of war, the line between patriot and criminal blurs. State units, hackers, syndicates, independent actors, all operating in the same digital space. The Z-War relies on remote cyber intrusions, insider threats, and supply chain compromises built on years of silent infiltration. The targets are not just military bases. They are power plants, hospitals, water treatment facilities, financial institutions, stock exchanges, the electric grid. Imagine a nation waking up to no power, no transportation, ATMs frozen, hospitals offline, communications disrupted. Panic spreads, yet no bomb has fallen. In digital war, economies can collapse with astonishing speed. Stock markets crash, supply chains freeze. Because our systems are interconnected, disruption spreads globally within hours. Unlike traditional warfare, there is no clear rulebook. Attribution is difficult, retaliation is complicated. Non-state actors can influence geopolitical outcomes as effectively as governments. And this is not hypothetical. The Stuxnet virus sabotaged Iran's nuclear centrifuges in 2010, proving malware can physically destroy infrastructure. The 2017 NotPetya attack began in Ukraine, but spread worldwide, crippling corporations like Maersk and Merck, and costing billions in damage. The SolarWinds supply chain attack in 2020 embedded malicious code into trusted software, granting access to sensitive U.S. networks. WannaCry ransomware shut down hospitals across continents. These were not isolated incidents. They were warnings. To understand this invisible war, we must understand its battlefield. The internet did not begin as entertainment or social media. It began as a military research project. In the late 1960s, the U.S. Department of Defense funded ARPANET, a network using packet switching to allow multiple computers to communicate. At a time when computers were massive and immobile, this was revolutionary. Before networking, sharing data meant physically traveling to a machine or mailing magnetic tapes. ARPANET changed that. On January 1st, 1983, TCP/IP standardized communication between networks. Many consider this the true birth of the internet. In 1993, the Mosaic browser made the web accessible to ordinary people. Websites exploded from a few hundred to hundreds of thousands within years. By the mid-1990s, the internet had entered mainstream society. What began as a defense tool became the infrastructure of modern civilization. Today, more than 5 billion people are connected. Billions of emails are sent daily. People spend hours online every single day. Every connected device represents convenience and innovation. It also represents exposure. Power grids connect to control centers, hospitals to digital records, banks to global markets, governments to communication networks, elections to online platforms. The same network that allows instant communication across continents also allows instant disruption. The invisible war does not begin with an explosion. It begins with connectivity. The more connected the world becomes, the more vulnerable it becomes. The battlefield has already been built, and we are all standing on it. If you think the invisible war is coming, then you are wrong. It is already here.